anything or you return it, that's not a problem. I want you to enjoy your shopping experience, and I want you to call us if you're a Curtis Stone fan, because he's just marvelous and so down to earth, and he makes cooking experience a joy, and you get restaurant quality. Okay, I have these. I have a lot of Curtis Stone in the show. I wish we had every item I have in my freezer right now. Okay, the Curtis Stone 20-pack 6-ounce elite pork ribeye steaks. You've got to have these. They are delicious. This is not a pork chop. Do you see how big these are? These are 6 ounces each. This is not a pork chop. And they are so juicy and so tender and so delicious, and I'm gonna cut into it in just a minute. But first, I just wanna show you how everything comes to you. Look at how you plate that up. Dinner in, I swear, 10 minutes, you've got your, steam, your veggies, and you're done. But everything's going to come individually packaged. You're going to get 20 of these. They're all 6 ounces, vacuum sealed, and I love this. And they bring it to your door, still frozen. You put them in the freezer, and then when you want dinner after flag football, for example, with my kid, this is done in like 10 minutes. It's so easy, and they're so flavorful, and they're like $5 a pop. You can't even get a good burger for $5. So take advantage of the price break we have for you. We knocked about $28 off. Remember, it's 5 flex on everything, so you're only spending like, what is that, $19.99 to get it home. That's it. Chef Curtis, I love your ribeye steaks. They are steaks, they're not a pork chop. Love it, love it, love it. I'm getting ready to taste it right now.
I mean, now these are the most beautiful pork. We're talking about a small family farm from Pennsylvania in Amish country that produces this wildly delicious pork. It is the juiciest pork you can imagine. But look at what you're getting.
Oh my goodness, it's so good.
20 of these 6-ounce pork ribeyes. Now, they're ribeyes because that is the cut. Aren't they delicious? I mean, have a look at that intermuscular fat. I'm going to put them down because I've got to cut them for you. Let me bring them on up here. I can't quite believe that I could hold them all. The workouts in the gym are doing me proud.
Oh, my goodness.
So, here we go. I'm going to come on over here. I'm going to get a few of these. Look at the size of these babies, by the way. 1, 2, 3 of these gorgeous ribeyes. Watch what I can do. I'm going to cut it directly in half.
Oh my goodness.
Because I would love for you to see just how succulent and juicy. Look at these pork chops.
Oh.
I mean, and I'm calling them pork chops out of a habit, but these are gorgeous pork ribeyes, and you can see if I cut through these. Matt, have you got some more for me, mate? Because I tell you what, they are so succulent and juicy. Now, the reason they get such wonderful reviews, look at the tenderness. And think about the value. I mean, they're costing you about $5 a piece. You can probably serve one between 2 people. Oh, wow. The flavor on these is remarkably good. Let me cut one for you. Watch this. 1, 2. Look how my knife glides through it. 3, 4.
Oh, my goodness.
Well, I'm running out of space on my board. 1, 2, 3. Now, if this is enough for you, and this is enough for your partner, look at that. 5 slices up there. 5 or 6 slices back here. And let me get a fork and show you just how tender they are. With my fork, I just go straight on through it. You can see that beautiful white meat. We brine these for you. So when you taste it, you're going to be like, but I can taste citrus. I can taste a little peppercorn. Yeah, the reason they're this tender is because we've gone to work on them for you already. Oh. They're so good. I mean, you know it. You know
oh, my goodness. My son can be so picky, and what I love about these is that these are lean, but there is a marbling, and the first time I cooked it, my husband said, what seasoning did you use? I didn't use any seasoning because of the fact they are ready to go. They are delicious, and you're not going to believe that every time you want a meal, it's like restaurant quality. I love, put a little orange under there, but they're beautiful. They're 6 inches inside. Look at how juicy. You can see the juice in here, and they come individually wrapped. So you can have your pork elite ribeye steak anytime you want it, any day of the week. Secure this on auto ship, because today we have it for $26 off, and I bought it at the regular price. Secure it on auto ship, and the price will not go up on you. It's free shipping. You can order this every 60 days, every 90 days. You decide how much that you eat. When somebody comes over, it's like they're entering your restaurant, and really, you're like, you have to admit, it's Chef Curtis. But I say this is the Denman household restaurant, Chef.
Take all the credit you want, my darling. Listen, In the restaurant, we procure all of our ingredients so carefully. Look how they arrive to you. By the way, snap frozen, right? So they're frozen solid. They arrive to you on dry ice. Every single one in its individual package. So you want to take out one, take out one. I call it my insurance policy because once you have these in the freezer, you've always got dinner organized. Doesn't matter if you're driving home and you think, oh, I didn't get anything for the kids. Yes, you did. It's in the freezer. You take them out, stick it on your little defrost plate. This is one of my two-in-ones. It's a defrost cutting board here. You can see how it's defrosted that, and it's a cutting board on the other side. This will defrost in literally 20 to 30 minutes. Let me go ahead and cut into one of these again for you because when you see just how juicy and fantastic these pork chops are.
Delicious.
I'm going to go ahead and cut straight on through it.
Look at that juice.
And have a look here. Look how juicy it is, Deb. I mean, does it get any better than that? You can see it right there. I mean, look at the juice just running down the front of that pork, right? It is just absolutely succulent and wonderful. I haven't done a good job of stacking them up. Let me start again. It's like a game of Jenga over here. Look, 1, 2, 3. And I'll just do it with a few of them, just so you can see how perfectly succulent. No, I won't. I'll get all 5 because you know me. I'm a perfectionist. Look how juicy they are. I mean,
they're so juicy.
And when I cut through them, the next slice will be just as juicy. And that is when you know you have a ridiculous quality. Now, you can cook them medium, you can cook them well done. It's totally up to you. But the flavor, Debbie, you won't mistake it.
Oh, it's delicious. These are a hit at my household. My mother, you know, she didn't think I was ever going to get married because I ate out all the time and I didn't cook. And so when she comes to visit me from Texas, and she's like, oh, wow, Debbie, you've gotten so good. It's because of Chef Curtis Stone. I cooked these ribeyes for my mom. Shout out to Gloria. She's watching. She loves these pork ribeyes. You take a bite. They melt in your mouth. And the flavor. And everybody was asking me what seasoning. Explain the fact that you really don't need any seasoning. I can't explain it. But it's so juicy. It's wonderful.
Bring me the other 10, will you? Because I'm going to hold up 10 for you here. Thank you so much. Look at the little intermuscular fat, that little marbling that goes through there. That's also, that incredible brine has gone all the way through. Now, you're not getting 10, you're getting 20 for $99. Do the math, you guys. It's like $5 per ribeye. The price is outstanding. It costs you more than that to go to one of those fast food joints, doesn't it? But here's the cool part. Yes, they look gorgeous like this, but they come to you individually packaged. So when you want 1, you take out 1. When you want 3, you take out 3. You can do the math, but here's what you do. I'm going to go ahead and take 1, 2, 3 of these gorgeous little ribeyes. I'm going to go ahead and cut right on through them for you.
Oh, my goodness.
Okay. Let me spin it around.
I can't stop eating.
Right, because isn't it unbelievable, though? I mean, just to show you the inside of these, the flavor and the juiciness is just absolutely... It looks like a steak, doesn't it?
It looks like a steak. Yes.
Like a beef steak. This is a ribeye made from pork, you guys. We cut it from pork. Comes from a little family farm in Pennsylvania. Family farm, I should say. You know what? Let me take you down to Gwen, because I'd love you to see my butcher shop. Yes, through the restaurants, and of course we've got the Michelin stars and all the stuff that people talk about. But the truth is it starts at the source. You've got to get the very best quality. Now, you're looking at Gwen, my little butcher shop down there in Hollywood. And yeah, of course, we've got a really loyal clientele that come to us every single week and they get their beautiful meats. You can now get the same quality delivered to your door, perfectly individually packaged and frozen. And when you get it home, you're just like, oh my goodness, now I understand. It's just like coming to see me at the restaurant. We're cooking the same kind of proteins. When we serve this pork chop downstairs, everybody goes crazy for it. I'm going to show you the portion one more time. Now, that's the ribeye once it's cooked. Let me show you something. I'm going to cut through this. 1, 2, 3. I'll probably get about 10 slices out of it. 4, 5. You can see how juicy this ridiculous little pork chop is. 5. And then I just keep on going here. 6. So I think one of these really does serve 2, depending on your appetite, you know. And I mean, I'm cooking for people every night of the week. By the way, when you see how perfectly pale and white that pork is, that's the exact attribute you want it to have. If I pick this up for you, Debbie, and show it to you, look how juicy it is.
Oh, it's
I mean,
so
you can
juicy.
see the juice. It's literally just dripping off my fingers there. And when it comes to the tenderness, I mean, look at it. It falls apart in my finger. You know, I mean, you don't even need a fork, never alone a steak knife.
I'm doing the same thing. You know, you guys, you don't have to put...
Good.
I mean, look at my, can you tell my hands are, do you see that moisture? Do you see that? I didn't put water on my hands. This is all juice. This is all juice. You guys, you gotta hurry on this. I mean, this is so good. I mean, when you put this, look at this. I put barbecue sauce on this, and my husband and my son think I am the star of the day. Like, where did you go and pick up a meal for us? It's restaurant quality good, and that's what I love. I love that when I just squeeze this. I mean, look at the cutting board. I mean, it's all juice. This is not oil. This is juice. This is so juicy. I'm not supposed to even probably be eating that much, but I can't help it. It's so good.
You enjoy it, my darling. No one's complaining, I tell you what. Isn't that delicious?
It's delicious.
So,
$5
well, look, I'll show you.
$5 a pop.
Oh, I know. That's crazy. If you don't share one. If you share one, you're closer to $2.50. Now, watch this. I'm going to cut straight on through them again. We told you we'd bring you incredible deals for Customer Appreciation Month, and that's exactly what we're doing here for you. Have a look. If I stack all of these up, can you see just how juicy that pork is? I mean, look at it. It's like a pork waterfall. I mean, it's crazy how moist and tender and juicy those pork ribeyes really are. And like I said, even a big chunk like that, you can see it. Listen, I think the police are coming for us. That's how juicy and tender they are. Look at that. My fork's going right through that big chunk. I'm not cutting you a little dainty slice and trying to show you how tender it is. I'm going through this big old piece of pork.
Oh, it's great.
And the fork goes, when was the last time that happened to you with a piece of pork? Now, Debbie, one more thing you got to remember. For $19.99, you can pick up these gravity mills, right? So the salt, you're not cranking and grinding. All you're doing, that sounds like a dance. Cranking and grinding. It sounds like a bit of fun.
Let's do the cranking and grinding.
All you do is you turn it upside down, and the gravity mill lets that pepper and salt come straight on out, right? $19.99 if you want to add that on.